national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's running free down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rodney had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
To the air, it's Mayama. Good timing on the quick out. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Turning it on! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got the quick pass. It's a seam wide open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Using his legs, it's locked. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
The Trojans will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To the air. It's Mayava. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires on the move. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Fights off a defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged on the outside. It's Fields. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got him. Still running at the 40. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way, Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space, it's Jordan. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Mayaba. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for space. It's Love. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. And the Trojans will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Oh, a lot of space. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it. They will score. Touchdown USC.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move, he fires. Finds a man by himself. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Carr. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the run, it's Sanders. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. He's loose.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding. Has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. On the ground, it's Price. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway.
No, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.